I'm Shelley and this is my vlog, The Willow Tree Green. Thought I'd come on today and talk about some of the recent makes that I've done, one of which I'm wearing. So let's start with that. So you may recall this Madras check cotton that I got quite a while ago from Simple Life Fabrics, and when it arrived the check was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and being a petite woman I wasn't sure that it would suit me, and the colours are also, I don't know, I'm still not sure. I'm wearing it but I'm still not sure. So anyway, what I decided to make, I was thinking of a summer dress initially, but because the weather's changed I'm no longer thinking of summer dresses and I wanted to make something else. So I thought, why not try something I've never made before? So I have made the Burda 5980 in the blouse version, so this version. My sleeves have not come out as long as this and I'm not quite sure why, but I did trace the pattern for whatever reason some time ago. So when I went to open the packet I found that I'd already traced it at some point in the past. Don't think I've ever made it, but I obviously went through a phase of wanting to have a go. But I made the sleeves shorter, so they are only 3/4 length on me. So that is something different. And I also took a look at the instructions. It's a single page of instructions. I don't think I've ever made a Burda pattern before. I think I have actually, now thinking about it, because I think one of the jackets I've made has been a Burda, because the way it's together is you've got the pictures and then you've got the numbers and then you have to match the two up. And to be honest, I just didn't bother looking at them. I do regret that a little bit when it came to doing this crossover. So I did a complete crossover, so both pieces are mirrored. So there's the line drawing, so this bit here is mirrored on both sides, so it crosses over here as well. So if I had read the instructions on how to do that I probably would have done a better job. So I had a line of stitching down here and I put a bow on it to hide it. So, and these are some buttons that I had out of a Beyond the Pin door when you've got a big bag full of odd buttons. So yeah, I have these two buttons on it which match really nicely. And here's a bit of video of me wearing it with a pair of jeans, which is probably how I would wear it. It is a little bit tight on my hips at the lower part. I mean, it fits comfortably. I think if I was to ever make the dress version, I haven't looked at the dress pattern pieces, but I would definitely make sure that that goes out in an A-line of some description. Just to, it's not gathered enough for me, is what I'm trying to say. Another thing, on the back I've got a join down the back. I didn't quite manage to attach the two, but I was trying to save fabric. So as you can see here, I think I've got still 2 meters of this left, which is enough for a skirt or even a dress possibly, but I've got quite a chunk of this left to make something else with. I think my kids had mentioned that it would make good pajamas, but I don't really wear pajamas, so, and I've done that before and I don't wear the ones that I made then. So I think a summer skirt, so I might just stick this back in my little tiny stash over there and leave it until next summer and then decide. Hopefully not make barred on, but you never know. So that's that. The next thing, I'm working in backwards order actually. So the next thing I made, which was also today, is a jersey I got from Legend Textiles, I think, quite some months ago. So it might have even been one of the first videos I shared, or the second video. It's quite a lightweight jersey. It's nice and soft. It's got this khaki sort of, I'm trying to decide, army sort of style on it. And I have made the, what did I make? I made the Laundry Day tee from Love Notions, which is one of my favourite sort of tunic t-shirt dresses type thing to make. And I just extended the sleeve down, widened it a little bit at the bottom, and then pulled it into a cuff. This was so tough because I wanted it fairly tight around my wrist. I didn't want it loose. And yeah, it was tough. And then I've just done a bit of double needle top stitching around it, because I think I've mentioned before, I don't trust my overlock for some reason. I don't really know why. It does look a bit messy in there, but that's because I had to go around go around it twice. My own fault. So yeah, so again, here's a little bit of video of me wearing this. I wouldn't normally wear this with jeans. I'd normally wear it with a pair of leggings underneath. You can probably see there how lightweight it is. You can see that through there, but it still feels lovely and warm, and it's so soft. Sometimes I wish you could put the right side on the inside, because the inside is flat. I mean, it's still soft, but it's flat. But the outside is like furry soft. I don't know how to describe that. So yeah, so that was the next thing I made. I did also extend the pattern piece for the tunic part of the Love Notions laundry day tee by about that much, whatever that is. Just because I wanted it a little bit longer. So yeah, so that was another make. Then on to two that I did earlier in the week, because I had some time off on Wednesday afternoon and I don't work on Mondays. So I had some time to make something else, and I decided to make a dress using the well, I think I mentioned I was going to do this anyway. So I've got this gingham, which I for some reason can never remember the name of it. So I have this gingham, and I watched a couple of videos. One was silent and from like 3 years ago, but it was really interesting, and she'd literally just cut some sleeves off her t-shirt at an angle to make it like raglan, used the cut off piece as a pattern, laid that on her fabric, and then created sort of it's almost raglan but not quite raglan, because it doesn't go up to the neckline quite properly. So but I absolutely love it. It's a woven attached to a t-shirt basically, and it's so comfy. And I just love it. Again, I put some cuffs, some deep cuffs this time on it, made these ones slightly wider so it wasn't quite a challenge to get in. It's not perfect. There's no pattern. I literally just went for it with my scissors and cut it out, and they don't quite match, but honestly, when I'm wearing it, I don't think you'll notice that much, and even if you did, I don't care. It's just so comfy. So yeah, and I left the selvage at the bottom rather than hemming it, because this has got that interesting selvage. So here's a video of me wearing this one. And yeah, I did try to cut the sleeves on the bias because I wanted them sort of diamond shaped. But obviously what I didn't think, because that would have helped with joining it to the t-shirt, what I didn't think is at the point that it joins, it stops being bias and it goes straight. So it's nice and biased down the bottom, but it's straight at the top. Anyway, I absolutely love it. I'm very happy with that. So hopefully that's enough time for that video. And then finally, at the beginning of the week, so in my first video, my last week's video, I mentioned this green this green sweater knit that I got in Brighton, and that I wanted to make a cardigan. So I made the Melly Sews free cardigan pattern again. So here it is. Mostly I did this on my overlocker, but for some reason, like I said, I never trust it. And so I went over it again with a bit of a zigzag stitch, but it's not very good me holding it up. So I can't remember if I put some video. If I have taken video, I'll put it up here. So it's sort of 3/4 length sleeves, not quite full length, because I didn't have enough fabric. So I just managed to squeeze out the pattern pieces onto the fabric. But yeah, it turned out lovely. I'm very happy with it. It's I thought it was going to be quite cropped, but it's not. It's really good. So very happy with that. Yeah. So that's 4 things I've made. Do love how this looks in the bias. So that's what I tried to do here. I crisscrossed it with the trying to do it bias on the top and then not at the bottom, and I definitely made some mistakes. So when I was doing the binding, instead of doing it inside out, I did it out. Well, instead of doing it outside in, I did it inside out. So the nice clean side is on the inside. I'm not that bothered. I kind of like it like this. So like I said, I didn't read the instructions, which I probably should have done, but I am interested to give the other version of this a go. It does sort of show that you have a connector, but this doesn't open, so I'm not quite sure why you would have that. Anyway, does, like I said, does look really nice as bias, so even if I don't do anything else with that fabric, I might just turn it into bias tape. So yeah, so those were my makes. Oh, I guess one other thing, I was considering making the sleeve sort of long and wide and attaching some ribbing, and I've got this ribbing that I ripped off another project a little while ago, and I thought it sort of went, so I don't know, but I think the rest of it's going to be a skirt because I don't think this colour suits me, to be honest. So yes, so that's it for my makes. Plans. So today is Saturday, so I may well be sewing again tomorrow because my husband started a new book, and usually that means that we don't talk to each other for the whole weekend. It's fine. We're fine with that. I'm joking. We do talk to each other. But I'm thinking that I may, well, I don't know. It may be another mixed dress because the green viscose, which is, I've put it away in my little box here, I kind of think it's a ditzy print, and because I've shortened these layers, it breaks up a pattern, so a small ditzy print fabric will look okay in that. And I love the two versions of this. I will show you the shorter version that I made out of the Beyond the Pink Door pink and purple fabric because I dyed it black. So sorry about that, but I like it much better now. Yeah, but I would quite like to make another one. So I'll show you my dyed black dress because it's not 100% black. It's different colours. It looks really good. I'll show you that next time, perhaps when I've made this. So hope you enjoyed that little run through of my makes, and catch you up next time. Bye.